This thing on? Said it was on. Venom energy. I thought this thing allowed you to do backgrounds. What's going on with the background setting? Does StreamYard not allow backgrounds anymore? Yeah, I don't see the option to do a background. Okay. Good morning, Christian Carpenter. Good to see you. Today is better than yesterday. So, what's up? Papa Troy, good to see you. Still can't, is it Katie Scub? Katie, KDSKUB? I don't know how I'm supposed to say your name. Well, I wanted to do a short one where I have to go do some work here. Just talking about recent lapse or relapse or slip I had after coming out here. So this took place roughly Thursday to Saturday, although arguably it probably started on a Wednesday night. Just don't call you late for dinner. I knew I kind of overloaded my schedule on Wednesday. I probably overexerted myself. And I had a couple people reach out to me. They were concerned, and I wasn't very concerned about myself at that point. So it wasn't until Thursday that I talked to one of those people, and again, they just expressed that they were worried about me, but you know, they thought I was doing all right. But during the course of that conversation, at some point, apparently I had decided that I was going to go drink. I wasn't conscious of it yet, but soon thereafter I did. And as it goes, you know, one thing leads to another. Went from drinking to smoking pot, and that lasted for a couple of days. The one thing that was scary was realizing how fast you regain that tolerance. Because like Thursday night, I was like, man, you're a lightweight. You passed out without even, you know, getting into bed. Like basically almost blacked out on a few beers. To Saturday morning, like going, oh wow, your tolerance is getting really high already. And so I spent the last couple days having to dry out again. Still a bit of brain fog, so I think it'll be easier this time. Got back into, I did a meeting last night. I was able to do a virtual meeting from work, so I'm hoping to do the same thing again tonight. And I started my early recovery group through Kaiser this morning too, so I'll be doing that weekday mornings. Hopefully help to keep me on track. Oh, my cigarette went out. Yeah, I was getting pretty down on myself, and just had to realize, everybody keeps telling me this is pretty common in the early stages of recovery. Law of averages. I had like 6 really good days and then a handful of not so good days. So, start now and kind of just get back on the recovery horse and ride, and that's what I'd like to do. Got a full schedule for work, so that'll help keep me busy. Basically, I'm just doing DoorDash in between my regular job, which is what I have to go do after this just to make ends meet right now. And keep me going to work through this time I get this first paycheck. So, yeah, definitely not my finest hour, but again, I'm, start again today. I don't know. Hey, Halsey, good to see you. I'm on the fence about whether or not to like reset my recovery time or whatever. I've had a couple people say different things about that. I mean, again, it's definitely a couple of good days there off the wagon, but I think I was pretty conscious of it, and I had a plan to come back. It's just dragged out a little bit longer than I anticipated. A couple of my friends from the residential treatment, they got out yesterday, and so we're supposed to meet up here in the near future, hopefully. Um, you know, maybe do some sober activities or something. I don't really know what that entails outside of rehab. I haven't figured that part out yet. I like to do lots of things. Yeah, it's going to be pretty challenging. I have a lot of things I still need to accomplish for this week, so I got to get back on those goals and just maintaining my motivation for them so that I don't check out. Because I definitely did that over the weekend. So, yeah, I think that dream I had last week was kind of prophetic, and I think it was the last dream that I can remember having before this morning. This morning's dream was just weird, but yeah, that what I didn't think about was that dream in the hotel or tavern or whatever it was. It was like a big orange building, and we were all drinking out of these orange cups. And I didn't really read into it too much, but I was like, oh, we're all drinking something out of these orange cups. And then there's like this whole scene with the whale. I talked about the dream in one of my other streams, but yeah, I'm like up on the edge of this this rocky outcropping, looking over the ocean, and this whale just comes up and like looks right at me and then splashes me with the water. And I was thinking like, oh, there might be like some kind of symbolism in there, the whole orange cuppy thing and the whale dousing you and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Watch out for that. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I had lost sight of my objective. What is my long-term objective here? I hadn't really thought about it too much. And then I remembered it's just supposed to be day by day, just stay sober today. Which is something they always push on you, but playfulness, maybe, yeah. I don't know. I've been reading a lot into my dreams since I've been having them again. So getting back into my journaling and stuff like that. So it's just like a hard reset right now. Again, trying to till this fog lifts. I just kind of gotta keep my nose down and go back to work. Drinking a mango flavored Venom energy drink here. Yeah, I've got to find more ways to play. Indeed, probably the whale's message. And I think, in trying to meet my objectives, which I felt really good about, that I accomplished all these appointments and doing meetings back to back. But you can burn yourself out on that too, which was something that I had set out intentionally not to do. So it says something that I did, all of that work on Wednesday just to then, basically take 4 days off. So it's like, okay, counterproductive in the long run. So yeah, being more mindful of that, not overloading myself, overwhelming myself, probably going to be crucial. I'm trying to get back into my morning routine, which is kind of difficult to do. I'm getting off work every night at 9 this week, I think. So I mean, it should be more manageable to try and be in bed around 11 and start getting up earlier again. Uh, but like this morning, I woke up at like 3 in the morning again and had trouble going back to sleep. So kind of back into those early stages. Also, upped my antidepressant on Thursday. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. I was pretty hesitant to do that, but my doctor kind of assured me that it was the right move, and so I'm trying to follow the doctor's orders, but also go with my intuition, which tells me maybe I really do want to stay on the minimal amount of any type of uh, drugs moving forward, whatever it is. So uh, that includes my antidepressant. So I don't know if you're gonna. I mean, I just got the prescription refilled, so now it's at the 300 milligrams, which I guess is still pretty low as far as that goes. But I'm wondering if maybe I should discuss maybe dialing it back, or just kind of seeing how this plays out. But again, we make it through the week. It's like 10 good days and a few not so good days, and so just try to move forward with that. And yeah, that is where I'm at today. So I guess I don't have much to say beyond that right now. Still waiting for my reading Halsey's message here. Not to encourage any specific drug use, but there has been some positive results with psychedelics that break the cycle of addiction for various drugs. LSD was specifically named in one study, and I know there's been others on other substances. Yeah, I've been talking to some people about possibly microdosing psilocybin. I didn't think I was quite there yet. My, immediately coming out, I was thinking to myself, well, if I can make it like another 30 days or so on my own, then cool beans. But I didn't make it that far. So, uh, yeah, I do think weed seems to be harder for me to recover from right now. So that's kind of been my primary concern. Not just because it takes longer to pass a drug test, but it just takes longer to come out of the fog of it, I think, for me. Um, so I don't know if like psychedelics will be too close to that, like as far as mushrooms or LSD goes, but definitely be interested in trying it maybe under some controlled conditions. I've also heard about ketamine therapy. A couple people were talking about for alcohol use. I don't know if that's something that might be useful for me or not. My doctor was talking about putting me on naltrexone for cravings, but I've heard some pretty bad reports about that. So I'm really hesitant to take any more drugs on board. Like I was writing that in my journal over the weekend, was like, oh, well, now it seems like I'm back at the same baseline, except now I've got the antidepressants on board, right? That's like really the only difference. um, so yeah, I think it's trying to get that as low as possible um, for as long as possible. So yeah, it's just something I'm going to have to continue to work with my doctors on and keep feeling myself out because I wasn't feeling particularly stressed out um, when I relapsed. That's kind of the big issue, you know. You normally you feel that heightened sense of anxiety or something like that, and it wasn't like that this time. I definitely felt an abundance of confidence, and then something snapped in my head that just said, "Oh, I can do this." And then once I reasoned with myself that I could do it, I did do it, and it wasn't until after the fact that I went, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that," obviously. But there was no like mental struggle beforehand. MDMA is one I have never done, honestly. So maybe that'd be worth giving a shot. Oh, I've also heard of the ayahuasca rituals. Um, Another one I've never tried, but I also heard that can be pretty painful. So I don't know. Uh, Definitely down to try just about anything, as long as it's, breaking the normal ritual, because it's very easy to fall back into that normal ritual routine and get stuck there. And that's what I'm trying to get away from. So just trying to do the same things, but a little bit differently. All right. Well, with that, yeah, I gotta get my happy butt off here to start working. But I hope you all have a lovely Tuesday, back from the holiday, and still waiting on my Wi-Fi hotspot. So whenever I can put these on, I will do that. I might do one tonight, just to keep talking to people's. Uh, all right, but yeah, have a great day. Ooh, spooky, good idea. Nice cup of tea and some chocolate biscuits. All right, much love, everybody, and I'll see you later.